And amazingly, she got it to work without shaving my chest. If I could have hugged her, I would have, because it was the first time. But she was amazing. She was really cool. Then a doctor came in and gave me a questionnaire that was very thorough. And he was really cool and very honest. I got all the exercises: put your hands up above your head, do that, touch your nose, touch my finger, move your legs, then scrape the bottom of your feet, which is just horrendous. But yeah, anyway. Then another doctor came in because he wanted to check something with them. And then I get left alone. At this point, I fell asleep. And I think I was asleep for about an hour. Then I woke up to the doctor coming back in to say, "Hi Terry, we're not entirely sure, so we're going to admit you and do some scans and tests." My whole body just went cold. It was bad enough being in A&E, but to be admitted was another level. It was terrifying. I asked, was it entirely necessary? Because I didn't want to take up valuable resources, when in the back of my head, I know that it was fear. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to use up the resources of the NHS. I would have hated if it turned out there was nothing wrong with me and I bothered these people for 3 days. Oh, by the way, there is nothing wrong with me. No, it's not that there's nothing wrong with me, but there's nothing life-threateningly wrong with me. I'll tell you at the end. So waited a wee while, then a porter came down and got me. And I get taken up to, I think it was ward 65, which is a short-term ward. At the time I was in this ward, 6 different people were in it. There was 4 beds in the room. I was right at the door. Oh, before I forget, because I had only thought I was going up for tests, all I took with me was stuff to keep me entertained while I was in the waiting area A&E. So in my bag, I had 2 colouring books and about 80 coloured pencils, my teeth glue and deodorant. So I'm up in the ward thinking, what the hell am I going to do? I've got money, I'll go down to the shop. Turns out I was in a completely different part of the hospital and it would have taken an expedition to get me to the shop because I'm into corridors that were cordoned off and things like that. So I was kind of confined to my bed. I had a wee bottle of juice like that. And it's amazing how long you can make one of these last you. Yeah, so there wasn't a lot said on this ward. Everybody was there for different reasons. At one point there was a woman who had suffered an epileptic seizure and had no idea where she was. She kept falling asleep, and when she woke up she wouldn't know where she was. Opens her eyes, sees 3 guys sitting, and would completely freak out, demand that we all get taken out because she's a woman, and then she would ask to go to the toilet, and then she would try and light a fag, so they took her fags off her because she thought she was in her house. There was an old guy, and he was one of these old guys that every time he moved he was in pain, so there was a lot of screaming. And again, the staff dealt with everything with complete composure and respect, with not an ounce of fear in them. Don't get me wrong, I had some conversations with them where they were beautifully honest with me, and I thanked everybody as much as I could. But again, these people were just fantastic. I got a CT scan, I got x-rayed, and they noticed some dark patches on my brain. But I was told not to panic because they are very usual for a man in his 40s. God, that was heartbreaking hearing that, a man in his 40s. Says the guy with a beard, a grey beard. But yeah, so did that. Spoke to Laura, spoke to Layla, spoke to my mum, spoke to my dad, and that was the only thing that kept me sane. Everybody loved my colourings. and it's the best I've ate for a while as well. Then on Tuesday, I was told that I would be staying for another night because they wanted a more detailed scan, so I was going to get an MRI, which meant another night. But I was in a short-term ward and had to be moved. At midnight, I get told to pack up my stuff because I was getting moved to a ward. And I get taken down and wheeled to ward 32, 35. It was midnight and I was tired, I can't remember. But then they put me in a room with 10-ish other guys, ranging from my age to serious pensioners. And it was one of the scariest things I've ever experienced, because I don't, this could sound terrible, but it was like something out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I got to my bed, I sat down and I wasn't even remotely tired now, so I put my wee nightlight on and I'm sitting, and at about 1 o'clock in the morning, this old guy wearing not a hellish lot was at my bedside saying, "Welcome to the colonies, how are you enjoying America?" They ushered him back to his bed and I was told not to worry about it. And then there was this other guy who would just sit staring at me all night. Eventually I pulled the curtain because it was starting to freak me out. Another guy complaining that I was colouring in too loud. And then there was the scary bit where the nurse that was dealing with me, she was doing a bit up and down the ward. It was about 3 in the morning. And all I heard was, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And I later found out that an old guy in one of the bottom beds had pulled his catheter out and was spraying blood everywhere. But again, you would think somebody had spilt their juice, because everybody just, "Oh no, don't do it, click, click, click," and this machine just kicked in. I'm going to keep saying it, but these guys are just ridiculously good at their jobs, and it's a passion in them. It has to be. The idea of getting up every morning, or going to bed and getting up at whatever time your shift is, and going to a place where there is a good possibility that you could die or catch a disease that will kill you, family members and everybody in your area. How does your brain cope with that? It's insane. But they do it every single day. Next day, Wednesday, everyone's quite calm. I get sent for my MRI, which is a crazy experience. They ask some really cool questions, and one of the questions is, has there been any jobs in your life that meant you may have ingested metal? I can only imagine the repercussions if I had metal in my body getting into an MRI, but yeah. Went for my MRI, it came back that I have 2 things. I have a growth in my nasal passage that goes up to my eye socket that is that big that it's blocking my sinuses off, hence the silly voice all the time and the sniffing, or the inability to sniff. And I have some sort of lesion or some sort of something on my brain that means I get migraines. But I don't get migraines. What I get is all of the symptoms of a migraine minus the pain. So for all you migraine sufferers out there, see that your eyesight going and everything going blurry and feeling tired and all that. I get all of that, but not the actual migraine, not the pain. So it's never been diagnosed as migraines. So there's every possibility I didn't have a stroke way back when. I just wasn't given a thorough enough test, which isn't anybody's fault, because a lot of the symptoms of a migraine can, at face value, be seen as a stroke. So all of that was done, and I was told that because of coronavirus, the surgery that I would need to get rid of the growth isn't really available just now. It's not a life-threatening circumstance or situation, so would I mind waiting? I'm like, of course I wouldn't mind waiting. There's a whole lot of better things happening that need to be done. Or a whole lot of other things, not better things, but you know what I mean. So I get told, okay, fine, pack your stuff up and you can go home.